Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Victoria and this is Time and Tenderness. Well guys, welcome back. In this week's video, we are going to be discussing a topic that a lot of people deal with from a day-to-day basis, and that is how to deal with differences, specifically differences between yourself and your spouse, or maybe even just some close friends. Now, I am going to be talking about this topic of dealing with differences specifically from a viewpoint of between yourself and your spouse, but you can take some of these lessons and some of these tips and apply it to your close friends, family, and relatives. So you've fallen in love and gotten married. That first year or so, everything is all roses and hearts, but after a while you start noticing little differences between yourself and your spouse, and some of those differences start to become annoying to you and they start to add up. Now, as those little differences start to add up, you might even find yourself walking down a path of resentment, starting to resent your spouse, and we don't ever want to resent our spouse. So how can we deal with these differences? Is there a way that two people can have a successful relationship despite their differences? Let's find out. Suppose you enjoy watching television as a way to relax, but your spouse would much rather read a book. Or maybe you're very organized, but your spouse is very disorganized. Or even still, you love to go out and socialize, but your spouse would love to just stay home and have a cozy night in. These are all differences that many couples face, and unfortunately in this modern day, a lot of society tells us that those differences are just too much to bear and they will make or break your relationship. But that is not the case. We will discuss today why differences are amazing. Now, it is true that some differences are very serious and you should not overlook them, but we're only going to be talking about those little minor differences, such as you wanting to stay in and your spouse wanting to go out, or you like to watch movies but your spouse likes to read. We're only going to be talking about those minor differences. Now, working through differences starts all the way back when we're either dating or going through a formal courting process. Now, my husband and I, we dated, but it was more of a courtship type situation for us, and we were able to weed out any types of major differences that would have been make or break situations for us. Going through a formal process of getting to know each other and being upfront about who you really are as a person will help you learn what your major differences are before you settle down and commit yourself to another person. But when it comes to those little minor differences, we can learn how to cope and even appreciate those differences. No two people are completely alike, and it is completely normal to have differences. Actually, it's very beautiful to have differences. Your interests might be different, as well as some of your hobbies or habits, and this can be a great thing. Now, in a healthy and mature relationship, you are going to want to make allowances for your partner. And let me explain. Perhaps you're the type of person that likes to go out on a Friday night, but your spouse likes to stay in and have a cozy night in. Can you make allowances for each other? Perhaps one Friday night you guys go out, and then the following Friday night you guys stay in. That way you guys have the best of both worlds, and you are helping each other out and showing each other favor and making allowances for each other. Also, when faced with differences, we want to still try and be supportive of our spouse's differences. When faced with differences with our spouse, we want to at least try and be a little bit supportive. We might have zero interest in what our spouse is interested in, but it can be very beneficial to be supportive. When we try and support our spouse's differences, it can even broaden our worldview and educate us about something new. Suppose your partner is into something like art history, and that is not a topic that you are interested in at all. But would it really kill you to learn a little bit about what interests your spouse? It'll help broaden your worldview and educate you on a topic you might have not have gotten an opportunity to learn otherwise. We also want to learn to be realistic. Once again, I mentioned it before, no two people are the same, and we want to remember that differences can be very beautiful. Remember that your relationship is a partnership and you want to support each other. Sometimes when differences are getting us down or becoming a little bit annoying, take the time to sit down and write out all the things that you love about your partner. Chances are those tiny little differences are nothing compared to what you love most about your spouse. Well guys, I know this was a shorter video than usual, but I really hope you enjoyed this small little topic on how to deal with differences. If you have any other topic requests that you would like to hear me discuss, leave in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Find me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!